Welcome to the podcast. Kicking things off a little different today as we have a couple very special guests.
All right, we are joined today by SpiderMable, the one and only, and her mom, Lisa.
It's been 5 years since SpiderMable stole the hearts of the city and the country. How have you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Are you pretty excited about the movie?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I bet.
Did I hear that you haven't seen it yet?
That's
no,
correct.
I actually haven't.
Yes.
Holy moly, that's what a great way to watch it for the first time with the rest of us. What are some of your favorite memories about being SpiderMable?
The fact that people got together and watched a 6-year-old just run around the city with Spider-Man, it was amazing.
You gave everyone something to look forward to. There was a lot of people that have boring office jobs that were like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I got plans today. I gotta go watch SpiderMable. It gave our city so much energy.
You've inspired so many people that are dealing with difficult situations too, Mabel. Do you have any advice for those people?
Just keep going. You can make it through it if you believe.
There are a lot of themes in the movie that'll be well received in 2020. What are some of the messages in the movie that people need to hear this year especially?
You don't need to wear a costume to be a superhero. You just need to have, the fact that you want to help people.
Right.
It doesn't help you, but you want to help other people.
Right. It's a mindset more so than a costume.
Yeah.
The costume helped too, though.
I mean, the costume is awesome. Where can people find you online? If they were to search you on Instagram, what is your handle for people to follow along for more details down the road?
For the film, you want SpiderMable the film.
Okay.
Mabel, of course, has SpiderMable.
Perfect.
Amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with us, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Okay. Looking forward to seeing you.
Sending you all of the love. Thanks for chatting with us today.
Thank you.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
So they tracked down some unreleased Notorious B.I.G. freestyle about Pepsi, and they've actually remastered it and turned it into a new Pepsi commercial.
And this freestyle is what? How many years old?
97.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's badass. I have it for you here. The animated commercial that goes with it is pretty awesome too. So if you're looking for it, just punch Pepsi commercial Notorious B.I.G. into YouTube and you'll be able to track it down. But check it.
Quick slam, 10 kilo, whatever. Whether too cold or too hot, you got the true Pepsi in the freezer. I keep a 3-liter for my crew. My girl like them diet drinks too. Other sodas taste the worst. I don't even converse. If the kid quench my thirst, what you in my fridge for? What you wanna live for? Life with the dry mouth, hot like the stout. Flash out to 12 ounce and renounce. Nothing can beat the P-E-P-S-I. Yes, I drink it constantly. Top it by the taste, tastes great. Let's fill it. Tell him Biggie said, drink it all. Don't test me. Nothing else beats a Pepsi. If it is, let's see. I'm thirsty.
Thank you for checking out the show. We're talking brownie points. Not everybody is excited about this chat. This text from Darren says, screw brownie points. I spent a decade building up 1 billion of them before my divorce, and they are slightly more useless than a clear crayon.
Oh.
So not all
Darren.
brownie points. You don't get to cash them all in necessarily. Right?
Okay, well, we're still going to brainstorm a couple ideas that we think and hope will work for you.
We've often talked about local flower shops really needing our support right now. So
yes,
there's a good one.
Just bring home flowers. The thing is, you think to yourself, oh, girls don't really like flowers. No, but when we're surprised with them and it's not like a cliche anniversary, it's quite nice.
Okay.
So that's good. Ryan wrote in saying the key to brownie points is try and always put the seat down if you can remember and brush the snow off her car. Truth. And yeah, brushing snow off the car is key. So we wanted to bring this up because it's that time of year where nobody wants to be cold, but it's inevitable, including when you get out of the bath or get out of the shower. The best way to get brownie points, and listen up, throw their towel in the dryer for 5 minutes. Done. That's all you need to do.
And then bring it back up
Bring
and
it
hang
back.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
because I was going to say that probably would start a fight. Like, where the hell did my towel go?
Don't take it away and not bring it back. But as soon as you hear the shower turn on and they get in there, throw one in the dryer for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but don't... What do you got? A 1 minute window to hope that they get out of the shower while it's still warm? Like... Wouldn't you be better off putting a floor heater in the bathroom and just making the whole place really toasty?
Okay, Rich. We're talking about
heater? No, I don't mean like a heated floor.
Okay.
I mean like one of those little portable heaters. Far from rich. That's the cheapest way to heat a room.
Okay, well, that works too.
Okay.
But the towel in the dryer, that's next level. So take notes.
I just don't get it. It would cool by the time you even took it to the bathroom. Sorry for wrecking this, but...
You're not wrecking it. You obviously don't understand. Everyone else that's listening is like, that is so brilliant, Lisa.
I don't live in this little fantasy world. Like taking a coffee for right when I wake up. How are you supposed to know when they wake up? I've been in enough relationships to know that if you're like, hey, I brought you a coffee, they'll be like, why the hell are you waking me up?
107.
This story is wild. It's about a 10-year-old boy who, when COVID shook down in March, he was like, okay, well, I want to see my grandma at some point. She's 90 years old and was a plane ride away. Couldn't take a flight. So he's like, I'm going to travel there. I'm going to walk to see Granny. So he convinced his parents. He asked about 50 times. Keep in mind, he's 10 years old. His dad's like, I'll come with you. He's a veteran journalist and filmmaker, so they documented it. And they walked and took boats and did everything naturally to help the planet. And they were forced to fend off wild dogs on their route. They got lost. They suffered sore feet. They befriended a wild donkey. The whole time documenting this, they also raised $15,000 for refugee education.
Amazing.
They left on June 20th. On September 21st, they got to where Granny lives, but isolated for 2 weeks just in case.
Right.
And then he finally got to hug his granny, a 90-year-old grandma.
Imagine how good those cookies would taste after that journey.
Oh, my goodness. And it's so funny because this is, again, a 10-year-old boy. And he was interviewed and he said, I'm so tired. I feel like a 100-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. My 8-year-old daughter, I walk around the block with the dog and she gets tired. Yeah. So I can't imagine that kind of journey. Yeah.
Tell me something good.
My story is short and sweet and a good reminder that it's never too late to do anything. Vivian Bailey just skydived at an age of 102 because she said she always wanted to.
Wow.
And figured better now than never.
Tell me something good.
My mom is convinced that she wants to go skydiving. She just celebrated her 70th birthday, and she said next year for my birthday, I want to go skydiving.
Awesome.
So
do it.
I think I'm going to go with her.
Perfect.
Play 107.
It is time for a nostalgia off. Listen to both of our lists of things that'll bring you back, and then you decide whose list hits you harder in the field.
We take this segment very seriously, so we need your votes, and I never win. But
okay,
this week is mine.
That's Grease.
What?
Playing the sympathy card.
No, I genuinely want to know which list brought people back, and I think I've got it this week.
Okay.
The Punisher pouring slime on contestants on Uh-oh.
I've got to delete one of mine.
That was one of yours?
It's
No
fine.
way. That's weird. Why did we both think of
I
that?
got a different one.
We've never talked about that show together.
No. I had just getting slimed on different Nickelodeon shows as mine.
All right, well, I'm definitely going to get that point then.
Undercuts. The higher the undercut in junior high, the higher the probability you tried weed.
So delicious fruit snacks.
Breaking in your new baseball glove for 3 months.
Staying at home from school when you were quote unquote sick and watching The Price is Right. 11 a.m., baby.
Discovering Fridays Without Borders on Showcase.
Squeeze pops from the corner store.
Hockey rink chicken fingers.
GT snow racers.
I've done that one before. And the Brett Hall poster that goes with it. Anyway.
Okay, then I'll change mine. What was the carpet thing that people used?
Cool, good one. Losing points now, are you?
Oh, no.
And my final one is just that sound that'll be stuck in your head forever after I do this. What
What were they called where you would...
Crazy carpets.
Crazy carpets. Wow, this week's a fail.
All right, let's blast through.
Okay, The Punisher pouring slime on. So delicious. Fruit snacks. Staying home from school when you were sick to watch The Price is Right. Squeeze pops from the corner store. And what were they called? Crazy carpets.
Undercuts. Breaking in your new baseball glove for 3 months. Discovering Fridays Without Borders on Showcase. Hockey rink chicken fingers and... Nearly 50% of parents more stressed about hiding gifts this year because everyone's spending a lot more time at home. So we're asking for some clutch hiding spots. 780-784-7107. What's up, man?
I hide all my kids' presents under my basement stairs, and they're like, throughout the summer, when there's no presents down there, they go in there, but when it's winter, they're like, why is this locked? And I'm just like, oh, it's just because it's colder in there. They believe it, so it's pretty good.
That's brilliant. Or you just lie and say there's a ghost in there.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate it, John.
Yeah, no, have a good day.
I hid my daughter's unicorn onesie one year in the fireplace.
Oh.
I thought that was a good spot because I knew I wouldn't be lighting it for like the week leading up or whatever. But it kind of still smells like soot.
No.
Yeah, it was a big mistake.
See, I think the higher you put it, the better. Kids are really bad at climbing on things. You can always hear them. You know, they're dragging the chairs across the house. You'd catch them every time, would you not?
Yeah, I guess. Melissa, where did your mom hide gifts?
She hid presents under my own bed because she knew I never would clean my room.
That is such a boss move. I love it.
She knows me too well.
Yeah, I was thinking behind like the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yes.
Some of
things
those
they never
spots.
touch. Love it.
You have a story for us as well, Dee. What's up?
So my brother and I were absolutely awful at snooping. Like, we found our presents every single year. So my parents got so fed up with it that they got a giant container and put it in our dining room and padlocked the front of it and put our presents inside. My turd of a brother and I, we took the hinges off.
What? You're that desperate, hey?
Well, it's just like, it's tempting, right? It's right there. So, like, why wouldn't we look? And so we would take the hinges off every morning and go through and see what they bought us. And then we'd notice that, like, oh, man, they got us the wrong Lego set. Oh, and so we'd, like, bring it up, be like, oh, man, I really hope you guys get us you know, I don't remember what it was then, but like
the Star Wars Lego set and not the Star Trek one.
Exactly. So, Christmas morning, absolutely nothing was a surprise, and our parents were just shocked. They were like, what is going on? And we told them what happened, and they were so mad, and it's still a sore spot for my mom to this day. And this was 20 years ago.
So they were angry and exhausted from the amount of trips to the store they had to take.
Exactly, yeah. And they kept everything unwrapped in there, so it was even better. So it was just perfect.
It is time for Unsung Heroes, the segment where we give massive shout-outs to people, places, and things that don't always get the love and attention they deserve. And then a brand new episode of Terror Tales coming up this hour as well. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's get to it.
Shout out to people who don't get scared while watching horror films. You aren't superior to the rest of us. You're just equally as terrifying.
Shout out to the 75-foot deep sinkhole on the south side of the city that was found.
Is that real?
Yeah. And check it out. It's the closest thing you'll get to traveling down south this year.
Shout out to the beginning of winter when our bodies haven't adapted to the cold yet. So when you open your mouth to eat a sandwich, your lips crack open. Cute aesthetic.
Shout out to Unsolved Mysteries, now coming out with a weekly podcast.
Oh, really?
Because who needs closure?
I feel like some of the episodes this season are very dragged out. Anyone else agree with me?
Totally.
Shout out to people who try to lay down on their side to watch TV with their glasses on. We're uncomfortable. It's the worst.
Shout out to Drive in West Edmonton Mall, the go-karts there, for giving me a nonstop craving to actually drive a go-kart around West Edmonton Mall for the last month.
Yeah, how can we escape and do that?
Wouldn't that be the best?
Yep. Shout out to the feeling you get when you're extremely embarrassed and your face burns up and your heartbeat skyrockets. Are we at least burning extra calories here or like what? It's to make this worth it.
And finally, shout out to only saying, "Hey, stranger," to people you know. There is an impressive lineup that's just been announced for a Netflix special called The Prom.
Yeah, it's a Netflix musical, and it will be released in December, I think December 11th. And listen to this stacked cast. Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, Kerry Washington, James Corden. Come on, why do you got to ruin it like that?
Hey, it's a musical. He can kind of sing and kind of act.
No, he was in Cats. How well did that do? You can't be in on a Meryl Streep movie. You're going to ruin it.
Just hate him, eh?
He's okay, but why does he have to be in everything? Why does he always have to be the person that gets involved?
And now, here's another terrifying episode of Terror Tales.
What's so funny?
I just love that.
Oh.
It's a terrifying intro. It really sets the tone.
Indeed. Whew. This one is wild.
Okay.
It's a submission from Justin. He said, "My brother grew up absolutely terrified of water. I'm a few years older than him. During the nightly battle for bath time when he was about 4 years old, I asked him why he was so scared of the water." I loved it, by the way, he put in brackets. "He looked at me and I remember this word for word. I was in a big unsinkable ship. We hit the biggest iceberg and then it was really busy and then I got really, really cold and wet.
No.
And I went to a warm, bright place and waited until my next family came. My mom heard this from the other room and yelled, 'Bath time's over.' Creepy thing is my brother was born on April 15th, 1992.
What's the math there?
The Titanic sunk on April 15th, the same date in 1912.
Nope.
So 80 years earlier. My brother to this day still hates water."
I do believe in that. Like reincarnation. I do.
You're chewing your nails and
I never chew my nails.
and you're like twitching over that.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Play 107.
It's the 90s at 9. So you came across a pretty creative way to maybe meet the love of your life if you're desperate, because it's kind of greasy.
Yeah, well, this story was actually told as a joke, but I think it's brilliant. What you do is you go pick up a journal. Is that what it would be called?
Yeah, like a daily planner.
Your planner. So a lot of people are saying we don't need a planner for 2020. Well, now you do, because listen up. And Ryder made a valid point. They're probably on sale because nobody's buying them right now. What you do is you go and you buy yourself a planner and you fill out every page with really interesting, intriguing things that you're pretending that you do with your life.
And also have your name and your contact
Your name
in the
and
front.
contact in the first page, and then you just leave it on a bench somewhere.
It can have things in it like, mountain climbing in Jasper.
Oh, I'm going, because I'm a philanthropist, I'm going to be bringing my big check to this place. You're going to be going to walk the dogs at the Humane Society.
Italian model friends arrive.
You're going to go and cook a bunch of Italian dishes for your friends. You're an amazing cook, right?
Gotta sell my Bitcoin stocks on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Go pick up my new Lamborghini. Did you already say that?
No, that's a good one.
It's a good one. I mean, it's a lie. So again, this is a very greasy move, but it's going to get some phone calls.
The problem is the type of people that may end up getting a hold of you to let you know they found your daily planner are likely grandmas. Eric, your buddy has a greasy way to meet somebody.
He goes to Facebook Marketplace and looks for wedding dresses for sale.
And then you find the ladies that are ready to rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.